What is the process of filing a lawsuit in Oklahoma? Filing a lawsuit in Oklahoma involves several procedural steps that can significantly impact the outcome of a case. Whether the dispute involves breach of contract, property damage, construction defects, personal injury, business disputes, or other civil claims, Oklahoma law imposes strict procedural requirements that parties must follow. Understanding the litigation process can help individuals and businesses protect their rights and avoid costly mistakes. Determining whether you have a valid legal claim. Before filing a lawsuit, the first step is determining whether a legally recognized cause of action exists. Oklahoma law recognizes many types of civil claims, including negligence, breach of contract, fraud, conversion, wrongful termination, quiet title actions, and disputes involving real property. A lawsuit generally requires a plaintiff to prove several essential elements. For example, a negligence claim usually requires proof of duty, breach, causation, and damages. A breach of contract claim typically requires proof of a valid agreement, breach of the agreement, and resulting damages. An attorney will often review contracts, communications, photographs, financial records, deeds, medical records, or other evidence before deciding whether litigation is appropriate. Choosing the proper court in Oklahoma. After determining that a valid claim exists, the lawsuit must be filed in the correct court. In Oklahoma, most civil lawsuits are filed in district court. The proper county usually depends on where the defendant resides, where the events occurred, or where the property involved in the dispute is located. For example, a dispute involving Tulsa real estate is generally filed in Tulsa County District Court. A contract dispute may be filed where the defendant resides or where the contract was performed. Probate matters are filed in the county where the decedent lived or owned property. Filing in the wrong venue can delay the case and create unnecessary legal expenses. Drafting the petition. The lawsuit officially begins when the plaintiff files a petition. The petition is the formal legal document explaining who the parties are, the factual allegations, the legal claims being asserted, and the damages or relief requested. The petition must contain sufficient factual allegations to place the defendant on notice of the claims against them. Oklahoma is a notice-pleading state, but conclusory allegations without factual support may still face legal challenges. Depending on the type of case, the plaintiff may request monetary damages, injunctive relief, declaratory judgments, quiet title relief, possession of property, attorney fees, or other remedies authorized by Oklahoma law. Filing the lawsuit with the court clerk. Once the petition is prepared, it is filed with the court clerk in the appropriate county. Oklahoma courts require payment of filing fees at the time the case is filed unless the plaintiff qualifies for a fee waiver due to indigency. After filing, the clerk assigns a case number and judge to the matter. The lawsuit then becomes an official court proceeding. Service of process on the defendant. After filing the lawsuit, the defendant must be formally notified through a process known as service of process. Oklahoma law requires proper service before the court can exercise jurisdiction over the defendant. Service is commonly completed by sheriff's service, private process server, certified mail, publication in limited circumstances. Improper service can result in dismissal or delays. Once served, the defendant generally has 20 days to file a written response known as an answer. The defendant's answer and possible counterclaims. The defendant's answer allows them to admit or deny the allegations contained in the petition. The defendant may also raise affirmative defenses, such as statute of limitations, failure to state a claim, waiver, estoppel, or comparative negligence. In many cases, the defendant may also file counterclaims against the plaintiff. For example, in a construction dispute, a homeowner may sue a contractor for defective work, while the contractor countersues for unpaid balances under the contract. The pleadings frame the issues that will eventually be decided by the court or jury. Discovery phase of litigation. After the pleadings are filed, the case typically enters discovery. Discovery is the formal process where parties exchange evidence and information relevant to the dispute. Common discovery tools include interrogatories, requests for production of documents, requests for admission, depositions, subpoenas to third parties. Discovery can become one of the most important stages of litigation because it allows parties to uncover evidence supporting or weakening legal claims. For example, emails, text messages, business records, financial records, photographs, expert opinions, and witness testimony often become critical evidence during this stage. Motions and pretrial proceedings. During litigation, either party may file motions asking the court to resolve certain issues before trial. Common motions include motions to dismiss, motions to compel discovery, motions for summary judgment, motions in limine, motions for default judgment. Courts may also schedule status conferences, scheduling conferences, settlement conferences, or mediation. Many Oklahoma civil cases resolve before trial through negotiated settlement. Settlement discussions may occur informally between attorneys or during formal mediation. Trial in an Oklahoma civil case. If the case does not settle, it proceeds to trial. Depending on the nature of the case, the matter may be tried before a judge or jury. At trial, each party presents evidence, testimony, exhibits, and legal arguments. Witnesses may include fact witnesses, expert witnesses, business representatives, law enforcement officers, contractors, surveyors, accountants, physicians, or other professionals depending on the issues involved. After hearing the evidence, the judge or jury renders a verdict or judgment. Appeals after judgment. A party dissatisfied with the outcome may have the right to appeal. Oklahoma appellate courts review whether legal errors occurred during the proceedings. Appeals involve strict deadlines and highly technical procedural requirements. Failing to timely file post-judgment motions or notices of appeal can permanently waive appellate rights. An appeal does not simply retry the case. Instead, appellate courts review the record to determine whether reversible legal error occurred. Tulsa civil litigation attorneys. Civil litigation in Oklahoma can quickly become complex. Procedural mistakes involving filing deadlines, jurisdiction, evidence, discovery, or trial procedure can seriously damage a case. An attorney can help evaluate claims, preserve evidence, comply with court rules, conduct discovery, negotiate settlements, and present the strongest possible case at trial. To schedule a free consultation, call our Kania Law Office attorneys today at 918-743-2233 or reach us on our Ask a Lawyer page.